Good morning. Welcome back to another AMRAP Mentality podcast. This is one of our short format episodes where we dive into something that I'm thinking about this upcoming week. And of course, we do it while sipping on some coffee. Now this week, got a pour over, blend it with some MCT powder from our friends over at BUBS, and I am ready to go. Now, those of you who are watching this on IGTV may see I have a little bit of a black eye. That came from jiu-jitsu. Don't worry, we're all good. I just hope everybody's having a great day. So let's dive into the subject of what we're talking about today, which is the idea that you could learn from anybody. And the motivation really came, I was at a back to school night last night, and I found myself always, with the same people, right? You'd go there, you may have already had friends, maybe you're with your family, and you kind of, eat, drink with them, and you don't really talk to that many people. Maybe you meet one or two people, and that's about it. Or perhaps you're at an event, and you always surround yourself with similar people, and then you kind of move on. Or you're at the gym, and you talk to the same people, and then you move on. I get it. But there's this concept that you could learn from anybody, and really this came to me. I was at our CrossFit gym, right? I was at NC Fit, our gym, and I was doing something, and a member of ours provided me some feedback, like coaching advice. And I was like, I was like, okay, that's really unique. At first, it's like, that's kind of off-putting because, we're the coaches. We're supposed to be telling you. But the feedback was right, and the feedback was good. And I said to myself, man, you could really learn from anybody. And that happened. And then fast forward, the following week, I'm at jiu-jitsu. And the instructor's going over stuff. He's the black belt in the room. And I want to say it was either blue or purple belt was explaining something to me. And at first, again, it went through my head. Like, dude, you're not the black belt. You're not the instructor. But the feedback was really good. And I learned something from it. And it started to resonate with me after I left the back to school night that at times we think that we're not going to get any perceived value from anybody. So we just don't even engage. Or we have this group that we just find ourselves around. And what I think we're missing is this concept that we could really learn a lot from almost anybody. Everybody comes from different life experiences. Everybody has different backgrounds. And if you just take time to have conversations, I think, and be more open to it, you never know what could come from that. Some of our best relationships have came from situations you don't normally typically find a new friend at, right? But then all of a sudden you click and you move on. But if you never take that opportunity to try and talk to them and learn from them and observe from them, maybe there's a ton of information that you could be accumulating that you just don't know about. And so after looking at it from inside the gym, after looking at it in the jiu-jitsu gym, and just instantly my brain was like, dude, this person, why are they providing me feedback? Then I stopped for a second. I was like, hang on. Like, if they believe it's valuable enough to share with me, why wouldn't I take the time to listen to it? And I started asking myself, when in other areas have I been kind of not off-putting, but just instantly dismissing information? Maybe there's a ton of information that I could consume if I just took the time to be more open to it instead of being closed off and finding a group to just hang out with, or thinking that just because someone's not a black belt, I can't learn from them. Of course you can learn from them. There's something, if they want to share with you, just listen. Best case scenario, you learn something. Worst case scenario, you take that information, goes in one ear, out the other. But at least you're taking the time to observe and to learn from that person. If it's good, great. If it's not, don't. Same thing goes into business. For our gyms, we have locations all over, and I get a lot of feedback from different gym owners that reach out to me, say, hey, I want to open up a gym, for example. What should I do? Well, the first thing I tell them is go learn as much as you can from a gym owner nearby you. Take the things you like and utilize it for your gym. Take things you don't like and leave it behind. Well, you can't take the things you like if you're not open to having conversations with more people. So the motivation for this week, and something I'm thinking about, just getting out there and being more open-minded, taking on information and not just closing off to different groups, especially when you're in different social settings. Guys, I hope everybody's having a phenomenal week. I myself am recovering from this little black eye, but it's no big deal, right? I hope everybody's crushing it. I hope you guys are liking these episodes. And if you could rate it, review it, share with a friend, and go check out our friends over at bubsnaturals.com/Jason. Get a little discount code, get on some MCT powder. If you're in your car listening to this, go to work, go crush it, go coach your ass off, whatever you're doing. If you're not at work, if you're at home, I don't know what you're doing. If you're working out, do a little faster interval for me right now. Guys, I hope everybody has a phenomenal day. Ladies, I hope you guys are crushing it. And I'll see you guys again for another episode of the AMRAP Mentality podcast. We're drinking coffee and getting after it.